All right, I'm super excited that Bree is going to bless us with her presence and tell us a little bit about. She's been working on some vision board stuff for us, and I'm going to let her just take off and give us all the details and what this looks like. So take it away, girlfriend.
Awesome. Hi, guys. I don't feel good, so I'm going to do what I can. So I've been doing a lot of different research on vision boards. I think I'm making it more complicated than it should be because vision boards should not be this complicated. But so I'm going to touch on just a couple things about how to make them because it is very simple. We all talk about what makes us happy and motivated and everything. And sometimes that's hard to find, but deep down, as if we're thinking about things, we usually can figure out some things that make us motivated. So the first thing that I think we should do after my research is, really reflect on what your desires are and what you want to see on your dream board. Where do you want to see yourself in 5 years or even a year? And put, your values, your goals. I want to make 2 different vision boards. I want to make one for business for Plexus, and then I want to make one personal because to me, yes, it's similar. Those go kind of hand in hand for me because, being healthy and eating right and exercise and all that stuff does go with our Plexus business. But I definitely want to see my husband and I in a house that we own, not just, that we're renting. So that's something where I want to be able to have 2 different vision boards. So I did watch a video that Ansley tagged me in or posted for us. And I really liked what she talked about. She talked a lot about like yellow personalities because being a red, I am driven by lists and goals and things that I know that, will get me to where I want to get to. So the girl that was talking was a yellow. And most of the people that start our business are not reds. They're not, motivated on their own. They're motivated by relationships and, building good friendships with each other. And so she talked a little bit about vision boards on this one, and the way that she made the vision board was completely different than how she would make it now. But she had us do a just like a little exercise, and I think I'm going to have you guys do something similar. It's not the same thing that she had us do, but it's similar. So if you can right now, I know that Melissa is cruising. So if you guys can close your eyes, everyone. Yep. Okay. Awesome. So what I want you to do is, what would your life look like if money and bills didn't matter? How would you wake up in the morning? Would you do what you normally do right now? Or would you do something completely different? Visualize this. Think about it. Maybe you would, get up and go to school with your kids and, be a mom that is able to, a homeroom mom. Or maybe you would go and work at a soup kitchen a couple days a week. Maybe you would get up, have coffee or Plexus, and, sit on your porch and watch the sun come up with your husband and your kids. Or, or maybe, maybe you would, I don't know, hop in a hot tub that's in your backyard bright and early in the morning to relax a little bit more. Think about that for you. What makes your heart sing? What makes you excited? Is there something that one of our teammates might have said that inspired you a little bit more to keep pushing? What lights you on fire? All right, you could open your eyes. So she did it a little bit more in depth, but I really, really did love this part of this video because I never stopped enough to go, okay, you know, what do I really want? You know, how will this vision board motivate me? Because yeah, I can put Alexis on there, but I mean, before starting this company, I really never thought about owning Alexis. You know, maybe BMW X5 or something like that, you know, a little 700 and something horsepower, something along those lines, but never thought of Alexis. But, you know, that kind of does motivate me a little bit because then we don't have to pay for another vehicle, you know, a mommy vehicle, I guess. So you got to figure out what is actually going to motivate you. I don't know if I can use this or not, Ansley, but what you said to me in that message. Okay. So Ansley told me that with her husband, with him not being able to go to, was it a play or be at the kids? Go ahead.
It was bring your parent to dance day. And you want me to tell the story?
Yes.
So we've been talking about it for a couple of weeks now. I bring your parent to dance day, and my husband was supposed to come, and the girls were really excited because mommy's there every week. They wanted to see daddy dance, right? That was a big deal. And so about an hour before we were getting ready to leave, he texted me and said, "There's no way I can get out of work." And I was just crushed because I knew that I was going to have to crush them. And so I told Brianna, I said, that motivated me. It motivated me to get up and get some messages out because I thought, you know, if I can retire him, he can be home with these girls and never miss another special moment. And
which I think is wonderful. And, you know, before she said that, I never thought about taking a picture of Wiley and putting it on my dream board and being home with me, you know, because I mean, I thought about all of the personal things for me, but after she said that, I didn't really think about that until then.
So I said I wanted to have a picture of him playing on the floor with the girls because looking at that motivates me, knowing that is something that he has a big desire of. We want to do my job every day.
Which is a lot different than most vision boards that I see. You know, vision boards are, oh, I want this big, huge house and all of these rooms and, you know, all these bathrooms. And something else the lady said, you know, but do you really want to clean all those bathrooms? I definitely don't. But, you know, if you have a house like that you absolutely love, at that point, you can probably afford to have somebody come in and clean for you, which would be, you know, I might put a little maid on mine, you know, just because that to me, cleaning all that doesn't sound fun, but owning that kind of sounds exciting. So you just have to think of what motivates you and makes you excited. Lights you on fire. You know, so I'm going to go through a couple steps on how to make the vision board after talking about that. One thing that you want to remember is that I've noticed is you want it to be neat. Like you don't want to just grab all of these pictures and post it all over the place because a lot of times that becomes your reality, you know, where your life is a little messy, a little crazy, a little wild, which we're all kind of used to. But, you know, for me and for a lot of people, you know, if you see specifically where your goals are, what, you know, what pictures you see, in kind of order, I think that, you know, would really help. And I've noticed that a lot in what I've read. So I talked about those few things. Okay, so they also said that you could do printed or pictures from a magazine. And personally, I would like to do printed pictures because I feel like I can cut them more evenly. You know, that's my little life. I need it in a little box. So have it, you know, cut out that way. But you can also use a magazine. That's, you know, a little old school. And I know that there's a lot of people that may want to do it that way. So either way that you want to, wherever you get your pictures, wherever you get your motivation from, definitely use that. And then, let's see, we got to buy our supplies, which we all know. So I have a huge, big dream board that I want to do. I don't want to do just a little one because I feel like there's a lot of things I want to accomplish within the next year. And I think that having a bigger one will be easier for me to keep it organized. So that depends on you. If you feel like you need to have a small one that has your pictures, your goals, all that kind of stuff on, then that's completely up to you. That's the thing about vision boards. It's all on you. It's all whatever you want it to be. I can give you ideas and examples, but it all comes down to what you really want on your vision board. Another thing that I think would be helpful is our goals, not just having it as picture form, but having it kind of written out. Where do you want to be in a year? What do you want to accomplish in 2018? How far do you want to go? How many relationships do you want to build? So making sure that you have room to do all of that stuff. So, and if you don't want to write them out that way, then you can have them just as pictures. But I feel as if I can see them in picture form and in written form, that it would make more sense for me. So, yep. So then that's pretty much it, But one other thing before I hop off here, don't forget to put it somewhere where you see it every day. And actually read it and look at it and visualize where you want to be every single day. Take that couple of minutes to, look at those pictures, look at those goals and everything so that you can get to where you want to get to. Because we've talked a lot about, visualization and doing that little exercise every once in a while about where you actually want to be and what lights you on fire, because it's different for all of us. I know that Val has a big dream, and I want her to succeed, and I know that Plexus can help her do that. So getting to that point, she has to visualize every day how she's going to get there. And same for all of us. I just pick on Val because I know Val really well. So, yes, do you guys have any questions on vision boards? Nope.
I think you did a great job explaining it, Brianna, and I'm really proud of you.
Thank you.
It's well done. And it's so true. We need a dream and we need to believe it, because the more we manifest it, the more it's going to be created. So I'm so excited. And I'm off to New Mexico in just a minute.
Woohoo!
Awesome. I agree with Brittany. I think that I don't have any questions, but I think you changed my way of thinking. I think I talked to Ansley a little bit about it too. And when you talked about, close your eyes and just envision, I forgot the words you said, but when you don't have bills, you don't have to worry about how to pay your bills and that kind of stuff. To me, what that did for my mindset was to talk about time freedom, not just financial freedom, but, there's a lot of us that would like to have just the time freedom to serve others.
Yeah.
And finances, of course, help. But, I'm kind of like you, Bree, Lexus, fancy cars don't light me up. But being able to give someone a vehicle who doesn't have one and who needs to transport their children and relies on bus transportation or whatever, that speaks to my heart, and so anyway, thanks for your presentation. I think it was great.
Thank you.
Always wonderful. And I just wanted to add a couple of things. So I watched the same video. Rhonda actually sent it to me. It was it's Lori, and she's wonderful. She's a diamond. If anybody wants to watch the video, I'd be happy to send it to you. But one of the other things that she said, and this, so first of all, this video was a real kind of light bulb moment for me, because here I am sitting here at my desk, okay, and I have a sign in front of me, or not a sign, but an emerald, one of those seat covers, right? I have that sitting in front of me. I have a picture that says, Rhonda sent me, this is Ansley 2018. in Hawaii sand, and I have this little Lexus, and I look at that every single day. That doesn't make me do my job. I hate saying that out loud because I think that's what I thought was going to motivate me. Oh, I'm going to get a Lexus, and I'm going to, like, that's the next thing to get, and go to Hawaii. And, you know, everybody says, like, think about yourself on the sand and all that. And all of those things are wonderful. And I do want to achieve those things. But really peeling back the onion and figuring out why. What is it behind that motivates you? And so just like Bree and Mel said, if somebody handed me $50,000 today, the first thing I went out and bought would not be a Lexus. It's just, it doesn't mean that I don't appreciate that, and that having a free and clear car isn't going to completely take a burden away from our family. It is. But that isn't something that like sparks a fire under me. And I think I shared with our team last night, you know, when Susanna got on and did a video the other day and said she had gotten the best paycheck she had seen yet, and she's been working so hard, and she was in tears, and she said, the first time I'm going to get to buy my family a Christmas present with my own money. And that literally made me get out of my chair, go up to my office, and send out messages, because that motivates me. That makes me want other moms. What is it behind all the stuff, behind all the money that makes you want to work? And for me, one of my biggest things is motivating other moms to know you can be a good wife, a good mom, and follow your dreams. And so one of the things that Lori talked about was deciding what your purpose is. And she said, for a long time, I thought Plexus was my purpose. I thought Plexus was my dream. And then I realized that it wasn't Plexus. And she said, don't get me wrong, you know, I love Plexus, and I'm the very same way. But Plexus is the tool for her to allow her to have the time and financial freedom to do the things that she believes God created her to do. And so it allows her to not have to stress, to be able to have, you know, her husband's a diamond and she's a diamond. And she's like, we don't have to think for a second. She said, you know what's the coolest thing? She's like, has this, she said, one of the things that manifested for her, and she said this might sound so silly and selfish and all those things, was this beautiful swimming pool. She said, I had this beautiful swimming pool, and it has a hot tub, and she said, I sit in that hot tub almost every day because it's just so relaxing for me. She said, but you know what, my house is the cool house. So she's teenagers. So she said, so all the kids want to come to my house and hang out at my house. And she said, and that allows me, because I'm home. She said, I get to be home. So guess what? I'm a huge piece of their life. I'm able to really monitor them. I'm really able to be involved in their life and their friends' life. I'm able to make snacks and bring it out poolside and be in their life. She said, that is something that I love to do and that I get to do because I don't have to worry that my bills are going to be paid. And she speaks to women about their spiritual faith and about I think some prophecy and some things like that. And and so that is what she believes she was created to do. And she said, I wouldn't be able to do that if I had to be worried about being paid for that, because there's not a huge paycheck that comes from that. But I get to do that because I don't have to stress. So what is it? You know, I'm going to pick on Brittany here for a second, because I know Brittany has talked about wanting to be a motivational speaker and wanting to be somebody that, Brittany, what do you call it? A life coach? Is that what it's called?
Yes.
Okay, be a life coach and all of those things. But when you start out as a life coach, you don't make big bucks, right? It takes a long time to build that up, doesn't it? And so, you know, for Brittany to be able to reach the income that she wants to reach and do all these other things so that she can know that she doesn't have to worry about what daycare costs for her kids or, you know, any of those extra things, that she's able to actually go out and fulfill those other dreams, that maybe Plexus was a tool to get her there. It doesn't mean that she's not going to do Plexus for the rest of her life, because she will, because she'll want to have that income forever. But it might not be what she feels like she was created to do. So some of us might sit here and go, oh, I don't know if I want to get up and send 5 messages every day for the rest of my life, because that's maybe not what sparks me. But so think beyond that. Think about what does spark you, and what could those 5 messages get you to. Does that make sense? Am I wording that right for everybody? I can't see everybody's faces, so I'm like hoping you're connecting with me somewhere. What is it that you love to do? And, the things that go on your dream board, you want them to be things that you look at every day and you go, okay, that's why I do this. What is it, that you, what's the reason? Don't just slap a big house on your dream board. If a big house is what you want, that's great. Think about, what is it about the big house? Is it the wraparound porch? Is it the fixtures in the house? Is it the pool? Is it the backyard? Is it the horses that are sitting next to it? What is it that really motivates you to want to be in that house? And put those things on your dream board. Maybe it's scripture. Maybe it's quotes. Maybe whatever that is, whatever really motivates you. So before you just go out and create a dream board, spend some good quality time. Like Bree said, planning this out, and think about, go sit down in a quiet place, put some music on or something, and go through that exercise. As she was doing that exercise with us, I said exactly what she said, which was wake up and have coffee on the back porch with my husband, and all I could picture was green grass and my kids playing in the background. And so I'm going to have those things on my board. Write those things down as you hear them or as you see them in your mind. Write them down so that you can go back and then find those pictures or those quotes or those words. And we're hoping that we can get these started and going and ready for the new year. So as you create them, take a picture in progress, or take a picture at the end, and we're going to post them on our team page so that everybody can kind of see your ideas and what they are. And then, because it's one thing to say you're going to do it, but we've got to have them. We've got to have those goals that you can really visualize. And, and so really think about, what is it that really motivates you? I know my mom, that she's a Nana. I know a picture of those 2 little girls are going to be on that dream board, because it is probably in a princess dress having a tea party in the backyard. Because, right, Mom, am I there? Go ahead. Because I know that it may not be, it may not be $200, may not motivate you, but having the ability to jump on a plane tomorrow and be with the ones you love might actually be that thing. So what is that? Is that, so do you put a plane ticket on your dream board? Do you put, I love to travel on your dream board? Do you, whatever that is, but just think about those things and really kind of brainstorm, and then put the puzzle pieces together. Valerie's asking, do you suggest poster board or cork board? Whatever you want, to do. Susanna said, I'm going to write down the messages from my customers that sent me their success stories. I think that's awesome.
That's awesome. I've seen these on, like, if you have an old mirror laying around, or you have a mirror, that you put up in your, I don't know, a part of your house that you see frequently, that you're like, I just put it up there because it's decorative, I don't really use it. I've seen that. You can put pictures, on that. And I think that's a cool repurposing an old mirror.
And I actually thought about, for me, Lori put hers, she made hers, she said she's an artist, that's part of her thing. And so she took some kind of a canvas, and she made it so that it was sealed and kind of all, I think she maybe put it all together, made a big photo out of it and printed it. But she was saying, like, this 2 years ago really motivated me, but this doesn't anymore. So I'm going to figure out how to make mine kind of interchangeable. Because when something else sparks something, I want to be able to trade it out. I want to be able to say, like, okay, maybe this isn't my favorite quote anymore. This one is. And, that kind of thing, so that it's kind of an ever evolving dream board. Let's see. I have a big picture frame for my kid. Yeah. And you know what else? I don't know if any of you guys have these kind of things, but I was even thinking, I have a desk and I took hang on 1 second. Yes, baby. Yes. So I have a piece of plexiglass that I ordered online and stuck it down. I used to see, like people that have like coffee tables and stuff that, have glass, you can lay it out and then put something down on top of that, whatever it is for you, but make it somewhere that you can see it, that you're going to interact with it. Maybe it is a picture frame. Maybe you're going to glue it all to a piece of paper and then you're going to put it inside an 8x10 picture frame and you're going to put that on your wall. Picture frames are really great because glass is really great because you can also take a dry erase marker and write on it. And so if you want to write your goals down on top of those pictures in a white, dry erase marker, then you can do something like that. And maybe that motivates you. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. Everybody's can look completely different. It's what motivates you. What is going to wake you up every day when you sit down at your desk? What is going to go the difference between Facebook scrolling and I'm going to get this done? So that's the difference, I guess. Just making whatever's really going to motivate you. It doesn't need to be what motivates anybody else, and it doesn't have to be Plexus. Maybe it's not Plexus that's motivating you. Maybe it's not the Lexus. My dream vacation is Tahiti, and it is not with anybody else but my husband. I want to be on a, what do you call those? On a bungalow on the water. Like that is my dream vacation. I don't want a cell phone. I don't want a TV. I don't like none of that. That's something that I've always wanted to do. I cannot afford that on this income. So if it's ever going to happen, it's going to happen because Plexus helped me get there. So anyways, so those are my extra add-ins. Anybody else have anything?
I just have to find a way to get it all on it.
Get it on what?
Well, Bree kind of knows what I'm talking about, but there's a lot of pictures I went and took of my dream. Okay. So I just need a big spot. And while she's talking, I'm like, oh yeah, I got to have that. I got to have that. So I've got a list growing.
So maybe Val's going to have a mural.
Exactly.
Hey, what we used to do when the kids were little, like, because you can use a whole, like a wall, but you could, Val, print your pictures off like at Walgreens or whatever. And then you can just take a string and string it across a wall and put little clothespins on it. And then just clip your pictures there. You can print off words of inspiration too, but that's a good idea. I used to put the kids' artwork that way, so it's very interchangeable.
I'm thinking, Val, the farm girl, chicken wire. I'm serious. Look, I have this thing behind me. If you could hang up, yeah, there you go, Mal, a picture of some chicken wire, frame it or whatever, and put your clothespins on. I'm serious. And that's totally my little farm girl. I love it. I bet you have it lying around your house with your turkeys.
Right when you said it, I know where a roll is, and I'm sitting here looking at my husband, who is home for another week and a half, and I have to make me a picture frame. He just rolled his eyes at me.
But yeah, so I'm really excited about these, you guys, and I hope you'll take it seriously. I hope you'll do them. This brings flashbacks back to me from high school and middle school where we used to take notebooks. Did you guys ever do that? Where you take a notebook and you would decoupage it. You take a plain notebook and you would put glue all over it, and you put all your pictures and your words, and you'd cut out like beauty, you'd cut out the B and all the different letters from different shapes of letters so that they were all kind of like Guess Who looking, and or Clue Junior. I think that's kind of what I was thinking. And then we put Scotch tape. I don't know about anybody else, but I would put Scotch tape over each piece to seal it so that you couldn't like spill something on it. And that's what it brings back. That's the kind of memories that it brings back for me. And that was, notebooks at school and stuff. So I'm just excited, and I can't wait to just actually get it done. I've been talking about dream boards forever. Actually, since last year. We said last January we were going to do these. We're going to get them done. So I'm excited. I hope you guys will do them with us, and I hope you will get them posted. A lot of you have some downtime over Christmas with your family. Those magazines for the day after Christmas, or if you saved any from Black Friday, there's probably all sorts of things that you can find, and if not, just hit the Google button. Google's your friend. Google image something, or Pinterest.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you don't know what your favorite quote is, go on Pinterest and type in quotes or scripture and find something, that you that really resonates with you. So, all right, y'all. Well, I'm excited, and I hope you share the journey as you're putting it together, and show us where you're finding things, and motivate your teams. You guys, the whole point of getting on these meetings and having leadership meetings and things is so that we will turn around and do this with our teams. If we're the only ones that do it, it's not going to duplicate down. Turn around and get your team together and say, hey, we're going to do dream boards together. Maybe you have a local team. You guys could get together and do it, have it part of your day. Or maybe you could do it on Zoom one day. Hey, everybody, grab your pictures together, and we're going to get on a 2-hour Zoom call. We're just going to have a good time. We're going to laugh and put pictures together. Whatever that looks like. But or maybe it's just giving people a deadline and saying, hey, January 1st, going to have our dream boards put together, and then so. Yay, Susanna! She's going to New York City for 2 days after Christmas. How fun! How fun! I've always wanted to go to New York City. No, you don't want to go there. I don't like crowds either. I don't like but I love London. I always think it would be similar to that. So.
Mom's next to me.
Okay, 1 second. All right, I love you guys. I can't wait to see all of your stuff, and thank you, Bree, for sharing with us, and let's do it.
Thanks, guys.
Bye. Hope you feel better.
Thank you.